Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is January 14th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Up to you, whether you do that or not. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Jane Austen Oracle by Titan Books. I can't give you an author name because they don't have one on there. I should look on Amazon or go to Titan Books and see if they actually list an author because it's not on the box. Maybe it's on the book. There's a book in there. I don't think I looked at the book. All right, we got 4 with bottom of the deck. I'm going to read like an old lady, and I don't want you to get scared because I am an old lady. The best of the other is in me. Other people's gaze doesn't define who you are. It's just one perspective of many. I'm not crazy. That looks like Maggie Smith, right? I love her. I know she's gone, but I love her. And it's funny because everybody mentioned there was a memorial for her, like kind of like a reunion memorial for her because she passed away a year ago, 2 years ago, last year. I don't remember, but there was like a memoriam for her, and they were talking about. It was one of those AI things where they show them like when they were younger to present or present to when they were younger. And it showed her like the important stages of her life, and most of those was in acting, right? Or that's what they focus on. But it's funny because in the comments, people are like, oh, this movie, that movie. And I got on there and I said, does nobody remember A Room with a View? It had Helena Bonham Carter in it when she was really young. And Maggie Smith was pretty young, too. Really. It had Julian Sands. And I think there were a few other known actors in there. But A Room with a View. It's actually really good. It's funny. Helena Bonham Carter falls in love with Julian Sands, vice versa. And Maggie Smith is like her, I not her companion, but like I guess like her guardian. I guess you would say, like she watches over her or something like that. And it takes place like I think I want to say like early 1900s, something like that. It's really good. It's funny. It's cute. It's romantic. I don't know. A Room with a View. We got a well-meaning friend. If your friendship is a precious gift, remember that other people's stories are other people's stories. What does that mean? What does that mean? I mean, my story is I mean, I get it, but okay. Wait, so is this a well-meaning friend? If your friendship is a precious gift, remember that other people's. Oh, okay, so like don't like gossip about other people. Don't tell other people's business when you shouldn't be telling their business. Okay, got it. Got it. The way they put it, I was like, what are they talking about? Now I get it. Imagination in action. Your imagination is boundless. It's time to turn dreams into action. And bottom of the deck. A new point of view. What if fate had nothing to do with it? Sometimes the victim in us can't see the opportunities that lie ahead. I was talking about this. Was I talking about this on here? Because I know I was talking about it on my Facebook. I posted about it on my Facebook about kind of just going back to taking accountability for oneself, inaction, action, and just recognizing like you're not always the victim. And why would you want to be? You know what I'm saying? Like that victim mentality. Like, oh, somebody hates me. Oh, somebody is mean to me. Maybe that's all just in your head. And maybe maybe stop playing into that. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, even me, like, I have issues with, or I feel like I have issues with the young man and the young woman at work, right? The guy that I fell in love with and my ex-friend. And I just have this feeling like the two of them are constantly like bitter and angry. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's just maybe I'm projecting. I mean, I don't want to think I'm projecting because I'm not mad at them. Like I just wanted to move on. Like, this it's been 6 months. Like I moved on a few months ago. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm projecting, but maybe I need to kind of like go back through that and think about it and really, have a good talk with God and have a good cry, or I don't know, something, cuz like I don't know. I would hate to think that after 6 months these two young people can't get their act together and heal themselves. Like they're still walking around bitter and angry. And it's just like I was talking to my friend. I was actually talking to her about it yesterday. I, I said it's ridiculous. Like, and this is why I get upset, because if they really are truly still bitter and angry about the whole situation between the three of us, okay, and it's been 6 months and they're still walking around with those kind of anger issues, why? What are you doing, and why are you doing that to yourself? Never mind the fact that I feel like I see it and I feel it and I hear it, right? Like I can I can feel it. It is palpable, which is why I don't think I'm projecting, but I'm willing to take a look at that. I'm willing to, like delve deep and think about it. The thing is I don't think that they are. And it's sad to me that they're angry and upset because, like I told my good friend yesterday, what do they have to be angry and upset for? Like, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. Like, I reached out to them for communication and they didn't want to talk to me. And that is fine. That is more than fine. That is A-okay. But because everybody has the right to deal with their own stuff in their own time, the way they want to deal with it. But it's one thing to be, I said this to my friend, it's one thing to be still mad about the situation and it's just taking you time to heal from it. It's another thing to be mad and projecting your anger onto me because you didn't respond to that communication. And I really, really hope that that's not what it is, because why would you be angry at me just because you didn't talk to me? Like, you're misplacing your anger. Your anger should be at yourself. And even then, like in my, and again, and you can call me a schmoopy and a gullible fool, but even then, like, I really don't think that they have anything to be angry at themselves about, because they decided to handle the situation in the way that they decided to handle the situation, and it is what it is, and we are where we are. Now, if they want to look at the situation and how they acted and how they behaved and how I behaved and all that, and they want to use that for growth and enlightenment and healing, then I think they should do that. I would love that for them. I don't know. Anywho, that was me going off on a rant. But yeah, like the victim thing. Don't don't play the victim. Don't do that. Like, and I've said this before, really look at situations that you're involved in and really be honest about who you are in this situation. And I said this the other day because I was talking about I was talking about my sexual assaults and my rapes on here in one of the readings, and I would never shame anybody ever. But like I said, there was a big difference between me at 4 years old being sexually assaulted, right? Like I had no idea what was going on. I was technically a victim, right? And then became a survivor. But there's a big difference between that instance and the instance in 2023 where I knowingly went to a man's house and ended up getting raped. Like, I just shouldn't have gone. Like, I should have never put myself in that position. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not, I'm not trying to shame myself. I'm not trying to shame any other woman that happens. It's just when you look back on it, like, I really think like, you know, and again, it just stems from the fact that like I've always had faith and hope in humanity, and I always hope that people are going to be better than they are. And when I went to that man's house, I thought, oh, like, we never talked about sex. That's not going to be a thing. We're going to have, a pizza and watch a movie, and I'm going to go home. And that is not what happened. But when you look back on it, you're kind of like, well, what did you think was going to happen, Kimberly Ann? And that's the sad part. That's the sad part, because that right there, just that thought shows like how much you hurt for humanity, how much I recognize humanity has eroded away. Because what did I think was going to happen? But at the same time, like if I really had, talked to this guy online and really sat there for a little bit and thought about it, I probably would not have gone. Like I probably would have gotten either the feeling, or I would have just been like, you know what, like it's not even worth it. Like at the time I was a 42-year-old woman. What do I need to go out with a 60-year-old man for? Like, I mean, seriously. And that, again, it's not to shame anybody, and it's not to put myself down. It's just when you go through these experiences, and maybe it's just me, but I look at everything from every angle, and I can recognize when I was 4 years old, I was innocent. I had no idea, I was a victim. But as an adult, like you have an idea of what you could be walking into. Like you should go through all the scenarios in your head of what could possibly happen when you meet a stranger, I don't know. Anyway, that's just me. I talked about it in one of the videos the other day. Know yourself in the situation. Don't always put yourself as a victim, because really you do yourself a disservice. And if anything, we should all be survivors, not victims. I mean, like let's just say it how it should be said. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a lovely Wednesday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.